From Whitewood Lanes in Lubbock, we're for the title matches of today's JBT event. That is Toby C.D. Baca in the third frame of the handicap division title match. He is taking on Talon McCleary for the handicap title, and Toby has to win this match by 22 pins to win it all. And owner Bill Wood wants some camera time going to get the Deadwood. Bill and Monica take fantastic care of us every time we're out here in Lubbock. Sure appreciate it. Limber, even at his advanced age. Look at that guy go. Toby has been bowling our tour a long time, but has yet to win a title. This is Talon's second event trying to win a title in it. Oh, but only grazes that head pin there. He's got one open, so does Talon, so pretty even on the scoreboard. That means Toby's still got all that handicap to make up. Christian Apollonio now looking to win his second career title. He's taking on Zach Wojciechowski for that win. Yeah, that's pretty double. Ties up the match over there early and on in the third frame. Talon no thumb on the ball like so many kids do these days. Just grips it and rips it. Pretty good ball, leaves the half 10 there. Short guy, but he's 12 years old. He's 12 and Toby is 12 and a half. That's right. Not of agreement. My math is a little off there. He's gonna stick with the thumb in the ball. Stick that same bowling ball that does hook. That's tough to get the ball to stay there. As you see, it's just gonna hook right on by it. Bowled on Mexico City today. Pretty forgiving Mexico City shot. Still a heck of a lot more oil than yesterday, and not nearly the puddle in the left and friction to the right that the bowlers destroyed yesterday. Toby will push a lot of the ball, still trying to go pretty straight. Tugs that one, but gets the Brooklyn strike, and he will happily take it. Gets a little advice from Team McCleary, who are virtually surrounded by here. 3 McClearys bowled each day, and a lot more came and watched in their hometown. No! Crashes through the middle and leaves a puzzle down there. Here's the brightly colored Wojo. Not all of the tour knows about him because out here in the easternmost limit of our tour, where he's putting together a fine JBT career. He's got 8 titles already. Creeping close to that magic 10th win that so few get. This is going to be close. Oh, good try for Talon there. Can extend to a 12-pin lead. Can Wojo, who is hiding behind Christian's giant head, if he can double in. And he does. Toby, part of the C.D. Baca bowling clan. Sister Montana with lots of JBT success. And Papa Matt makes the meanest chili this side of Hatch. My goodness. Highly recommended, but be careful. Ah, pretty shot from Christian. Yeah, and a pretty conversion of the 310 from Toby. The peanut gallery, of which they're both a part, of course, in full effect once again. Trying to watch one of their own nuts cash through for a title.
Yes, they're watching us.
Only one career title as we move right along for Christian. That was in Las Cruces. We go there in just a couple weeks. That ball does not pick up the lift. That ball does not pick up the lift that avoids the washout. David Jepson swept the U17 weekend all the way from Arkansas. Made that trip worthwhile. While Callista Fritz beat Kara Thompson by 1 pin for the girls' scratch title today. All 4. Hey, there's the spare. You hear the applause from all over the place, huh? All 4 handicap finalists were first-time finalists of this season. Talon got by Eric Iona in 1 semifinal match. And Toby beat another Lubbock bowler, Caitlin Myers, in the other handicap semifinal match. The big guy uncorks it, but crashes through the beak again. He doesn't look like he's very lined in on this pair. That's tough when you're given the pins. Wojo just a very conventional down and in game, lanky kid. All arms and legs. Gets good leverage at the foul line with that knee. Wow, a really good shot. Crushes a solid 10. Toby looking up. Oh, hangs on the edge and covers up that spare nicely. He's got 81 through 5. That's a 16-pin lead, and he's got to win by 22. So still obviously a very close match. Crowd wants it to push. Doesn't quite push, but leaves a makeable spare. Taylor's big sis Alyssa got exactly 22 pins earlier today. She won a $100 bonus for that. Oh, and Zach gets a great break rolling that 4. Look out. That one is not going to push. Misses that one. I think he knew that. Hang in there. He's not happy with himself on that one. Gets advice from Pop. Alyssa will admit that she did everything wrong on the 22 winning shot, but somehow still got the 6 she needed out of it. A little bit of luck never hurts. No, and right after Talon opens, Toby comes right back through the schnoz, as we call it. 4-6-10, ouch. Well, Stefan almost made this on camera yesterday. See if Toby gives it a run. Christian really well balanced at the line today. He's struggled a little bit since his last win. But he's been obviously throwing good shots today. The qualifying leader at plus 80. Plus 80 would have barely made the cut yesterday, so obviously a way different scoring pace. If Christian can keep his shoulders quiet, no, you're fine. He's absolutely a threat to win, and he's been doing that very well. Watch the shoulders not go up or down, and just stay. By quiet, I mean calm and not moving at the point of release. That's so key in his game. If he pops up, he tends to spray the ball everywhere. Balance arm should go straight out. That's pretty good looking. Just the length of the pattern caught him there. Not a bad shot. Tricky little 3-5 to have to shoot out here. This is a relatively simple 4-7 for a hookball player. And he walks it right into it. Spare in the 8th for McCleary. He's got 93 through 7 and trails by 14, but getting 21, so still within a mark. Who's going to put together the marks in the 8th, 9th, and 10th to win their first title? Oh, man. Maybe Toby's best shot of the match. The 10 pin does not respond. Apollonio avoids the chop and berates himself as he walks off the lane. Wow. Still berating himself. Thumbs down. Swipe right. Good spare from CD Baca. Big shot here for Wojo. That time he gets the pins to react. Light hit kind of splats him. Increases his lead to 20. And he's got a potential put-away ball here in the 9th frame. Crowd says 4 strikes. Greedy.
Get in there.
Well, that was almost one.
Spare it up, bud.
Leaving himself makeable spares. That's the trick. Back to take a prohibitive lead here. Title match, 9th frame. Looking for title 9. And leaves a 9. All about 9s for Wojo. And second consecutive spare. Crowd wants strikes, but spares are going to do the trick for him, most likely. How does CD Baca respond?
3 strikes, Taylor. 3 strikes.
She's not giving up to my left. I don't blame her one bit. Oh, goodness. A lot of length and volume in the pattern. If you pipe it, the ball's not going to touch the head pin. That's the case there for Toby. So he loses more count as well. He is officially in trouble. Zach going at a 2:16 pace. Christian can max for 2:16. Key shot, 9th frame. And a pretty shot. Nicely done. Toby has to have this spare. Woo! That's a nice break off the sideboard to cover the 4-pin. Well, he could max for 174.
All right, Taylor. 3 strikes,
So
buddy.
it's up to McCleary how this is going to end up. If neither one of you wants to go, letter B has to go. Yeah, a little gamesmanship going on. Both of them want the other to do the 10th frame first. B has to go in this scenario. Christian has to strike over here in the 10th. That's a ball change, I think. Pretty sure that was a ball change, which is a brave move, but it left the same sort of hit that he left with the other ball. That's a beautiful strike in the 10th frame for Toby. Again, the handicap difference is 21. And it could very well come down to just that. I don't know what Christian said, but got a giggle out of the rest of the scratch bowlers. And the giggle's about all he's going to walk out of here with, unfortunately, is Zach's going to just need to stay behind the foul, and he had to have that first hit. Just couldn't get the ball to wrinkle on the left-hand lane. Toby with another huge shot, and he saws the rack. All right. Win or lose, a great 10th frame from Toby here. 174 with the fill. Talon would strike spare for 152, which would be exactly the 22 pins that Toby needs to win by. So this is a giant, giant fill ball for CD Baca right here. It's a tug. Oh no, and that 5 count is enormous. 169 gives him 192. 152 that we talked about is 196, so he needs mark and I think 7, but let's see, the mark is required. Here he goes. All right, breaks up the split, leaves that left side spare that he's been making pretty well in this match. He must spare it first of all. And Zach Wojo is a 9-time JBT champion. Watch his name when we get to a TPC time. He will be a threat out there in Vegas. Yes, he sure does. This is a must spare. It looks good. He's all over it. Okay, he's got 140, so that's 184 with pins. He needs 9 to win this match.
Get a strike, Taylor. Get a strike.
9 is a win, 8 is a tie. And I believe that's a win. That is a win. 149 scratch plus 44 is a 1-pin win. Oh, and a heartbreaking finish for Toby, but the home crowd is elated, and that's Alyssa. Here comes sister number 2. Here comes mama number 1. Here comes adopted sister next one. There goes Pop. Look at that. Look at that. 1 pin for title number 1. Oh, your heart goes out to Toby. That fill ball turned out to be the difference.
Hey Toby, I lost too.
Christian always good for a giggle. But that is a fantastic win for the hometown Lubbock crowd. And a great way to end a great Lubbock weekend. Let's go to Arizona in 5 days and do it all over again. How about that? We will see you tomorrow. No, tomorrow. We won't see me tomorrow. We'll see you next week, though.